All right, welcome to the compensation plan training on the Forever Pack. And what we're going to cover here today is the 100 BV, 6%, and the power of two. All right, thanks for joining me. Here we go. So this was me before I got started in Isagenix. I was a mechanic for about 15 years, and that was the house we were living in, a little over 1,300 square feet. The window that you see here, that actually shattered, and it stayed broken for years. I didn't have the extra income to replace it, even though I had a paper route, and I was delivering newspapers every morning at 4:30 for over 4 years. And then I'd come home at night and fix cars after fixing cars all day at work. And it was just wearing me out. And even though I was honest, integritous, and I wanted to serve people and make an impact in the world, even with all those good intentions, I still didn't have enough money to get through the month. And so that was for certain reasons, certain specific reasons, and really it's principles. And when we can follow the principles that lead to wealth, then we'll be able to change these circumstances in our lives. And so I'm excited to share this with you. Let's keep going. So now everybody starts out as a customer with Isagenix. It's $29 a year, and then you get the products at wholesale, and you're enrolled into an organization or a team in Isagenix. Now I was enrolled into an awesome team. I had great mentors. And as I had the results that I was absolutely looking for in my life, people noticed, and they started asking me questions, which really forced me to share with them. And I was just happy that I found a solution that I had been looking for. But after I started sharing with people and they started getting the results, I fell in love with it. I actually fell in love with helping people with their health more than I did helping them with their cars. So I went from changing people's oil to changing their lives. And I love that so much more. And now it's been almost 14 years. And so I had the products at wholesale in the beginning. Every customer gets the products the same price as everybody else. But I was interested in the opportunity now. And so as I learned about it, I thought I was going to have to come up with some inventory, buy some extra product. You know, everybody's familiar with like Tupperware and Pampered Chef and programs like that, Mary Kay, where you buy inventory and then you share it with other people and build a sales team. That's kind of what I thought I was getting into, but I didn't care. I loved the products and what it was doing for people. It was my new passion. But they said, no, Dave, you've already ordered 100 BV. You're already qualified. There's no selling. We just share. We just share our results and help people find the solutions that they're looking for. There's no inventory to sell. All you do is just get other people their own customer website, and you start building an organization based on that. So it's really intellectual distribution as opposed to like a physical distribution. And they said, you're already qualified. Between you and your wife, you've ordered more than double what you need to be compensated from the company. It's called the 100 BV. And so 100 BV would be like the Forever Pack. The Forever Pack's 108 BV, so it's more than I needed. But between me and my wife, we were ordering double that. And they said, so you're already qualified, Dave. Now what you do to open your doors for business is you sponsor two people that will order 100 BV as well. And so since me and my wife were already ordering double that, I enrolled my wife, which is absolutely, it's okay with the company to do that. And I sponsored my wife and started ordering her products through her account and my products through mine. That was a no-brainer. And then we enrolled her brother, Tim. And that made me a consultant. And the thing about a consultant is that once you're a consultant, you earn the same income percentage as the number one income earner in the company. And it's unlimited potential. As a consultant, I hit number 13 income earner in the company as a consultant off of products being ordered through my organization. So we get paid 6% on unlimited depth, no matter who brings them into the organization. And today, almost 14 years later, I have over 300,000 people in my organization. It's incredible. But it didn't take that for me to be able to become free. It was actually happened very quickly. For me and my personal results, I was able to retire myself as a mechanic in 4.5 months. And then I went on to hit a 6-figure income in 13 months. It revolutionized our life as a family. Just getting paid 6% on everybody once you're a consultant is very profound. And I want to try and get this across to you so that you can understand it. So let me use the example of somebody named Cindy Talley. She's a home health nurse. She's been a home health nurse for 28 years. And she was enrolled in my organization by a couple named John and Kathy. So John and Kathy were in my group. They sponsored Cindy. When Cindy ordered her products, I got paid 6% on the total volume. And I didn't even know that Cindy was enrolled, but my computer calculates all that. It calculates it in real time when people order products, when they're sponsored, when they make reorders, when their auto ships go out. My computer calculates that in real time. And then we get paid every week. So when Cindy was sponsored, I got paid on that. I got a pay raise. And Cindy was been involved in the networking industry for over 20 years. She said her first company was Amway. And she said, I didn't really make money, but I learned a lot. I owe a lot to Amway because I learned a lot about networking there. And the last company she was in before starting a business with Isagenix, she was in for 14 years. And she said the most I ever made in that company in 1 month was about $1,400. On average, it was about $800 to $1,000 a month after 14 years. So she gets enrolled in Isagenix. She has amazing results with the Isagenesis and the Shake a Day. And so she very quickly became a consultant, and she enrolled 2 people. Because she's in my organization, that was a pay raise for me. I didn't know she enrolled those 2 people, but my computer did, and it calculated it, and it paid me on Monday. And then in 1 year, Cindy had enrolled 25 people into her organization, but she had 950 people in her entire organization, and she was getting paid on all 950. And so was I. I was getting paid on all of those additional people that were brought into my group, 6%, all 950 in Cindy's group. And Cindy was making almost $1,000 a week at that point. So about $4,000 a month. And in less than 2 years, Cindy retired as a home health nurse. And she's doing it full time now. And she was just at the meeting last night. It was awesome. And so that's how the compensation plan works. So I want to break this down a little bit so that you can understand a little bit more and the power of our Forever Pack. Look, everybody, who do you know that's aging and who do you know that needs to eat, right? That's what the Forever Pack addresses. And that's the most nutritionally dense superfood that you could put in your body that replaces an entire meal. And so let's talk about this Forever Pack and 100 BV and 6% and the power of 2. Now, to understand the power behind the power of 2, we're going to do a penny doubled for 30 days. So I'll do this kind of quick. A lot of you have seen this. So we take a penny and we just go 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. We're just growing at the geometric power of 2. So on the calculator, all I'm going to do is hit times 2, times 2. So by the time we get to day 10, we're at $5.12. Day 15, $163. Day 20, $5,000. Day 25, we're at $167,000. That's pretty impressive, but where the power of 2 really kicks in, well, it's been doing it the whole time. What we're going to do here is just go times 2 with line 25. That takes us to 300,000, right? So we're just going the same that we did here at the power of 2 with days 1 and 2. We're doing here at day 25 and 26. Now, I was watching a video on science on YouTube the other day, and it had nothing to do with the penny being doubled or the geometric progression of numbers. It was showing geometric compounding at the power of 2 with a drop. So, you know, everybody's familiar with an eyedropper. You can drop 1 drop of fluid right into your eye. They took it and they said, what if we dropped 1 drop on the 50-yard line in an NFL stadium? And we grew it by the geometric progression of 2 every second. How long would it take for that NFL football coliseum to fill up with water and flow over the top? So how long would you think it would take? How long? And in the video, it said less than an hour. It was just over 50 minutes. And that football stadium would be filled up with water and overflowing. That 1 drop just growing at the geometric progression of 2. It's pretty impressive when you think about it that way. So I'm showing you that same progression in numbers right here with days. So day 27, we'd be at 600,000. By the time we get to day 30, we're at $5.3 million. So you can see in a small way how that football coliseum would fill up with water because of this compounding effect and how fast that really starts to get to these big numbers. So if we went to day 31, we'd be over $10 million. All right, so let's take this 100 BV. Jimmy Smith is our #1 all-time income earner. Between him and his 2 daughters, they've made tens of millions of dollars. And he said, Dave, just teach people the power of 2, which is our compensation plan. Once I've sponsored 2 people, I get paid on all of these people, the same percentage, 6%. So just enrolling 2 with 100 BV. That's why he says 100 BV is our best product. So here's our Forever Pack, 100 BV. Now let's show this at the power of 2. So we're going to take the Forever Pack, the 100 BV, and the 6%. So everybody that's being sponsored is just ordering the Forever Pack. So I sponsor my 2 people, and now I get paid 6% on their orders every month. Well, that's not very much, you guys. That's pennies, right? But when they share it with 2 people, they're now going to get paid, and that added 4 people to my group. So now I'm getting paid 6% on 6 people. Still not very much. We're still talking pennies here. But as we progress this, like the eyedropper or the penny being double for 30 days, look what happens. By the time I get to day 5, my products are being paid for. And nobody's doing anything different than I did. They just shared it with 2 people and they're ordering the Forever Pack. So I'm getting my products paid for, and I'm going to show you how much that is in dollars in a minute on the next slide. But you have your products paid for and you have money left over. Look, the grocery store that I've been shopping at for over 20 years, I've recommended a lot of people to go to that store. The deli is incredible. They have incredible food at that deli, very clean food. I've recommended a lot of people to go there, and they have. In over 20 years of shopping for groceries there, they've never paid me for buying the groceries there. They've never paid me. They expect me to buy the products that I get there and pay them the money for that without anything in return but the food itself. Here, I've got my food is paid for. Isagenix, I've been eating 2 shakes a day for 13 years, breakfast and dinner. And Isagenix is paying me to do that. The grocery store never did that. I know it sounds absurd, but that's really what we're talking about here. Now look, as we teach people and we introduce them to this and they understand the power of 2 and 100 BV and the Forever Pack, it's going to keep going. So now I'm getting my credit cards paid for, my cell phone bill, my products are paid for, and I definitely have a good amount of money left over. I mean, I could probably save up money for a good 3 or 4 months and go on an incredible vacation at this point. Now, here we are. We just keep going. Now I'm getting my house payment paid for. Well, you know what? We decided to buy our dream home, 5,000 square foot home where every one of my kids got to have their own bedroom. I still live in that house today. It's a 5,000 square foot home. It's our dream home. And Isagenix, I call it the Isa house. It's our Isagenix, dream home. And a lot of money left over at this point to do the things that you want to. And so we're getting our house payment paid for, we're getting our credit cards and our cell phone paid for, our products are being paid for, and you have money left over. And it just continues to perpetuate, you guys. And if you just continued on with this 100 BV at the power of 2, before you finish the 13th level, with the Isagenix compensation plan, now you have to do the work. It's not a get-rich program. I mean, you have to have products moving. You have to be training people. But it's over $50,000 a month in what I started out with just pennies, right? And then my products got paid for. Then my credit cards and my cell phone and my house payment. Maybe I'm moving into my dream home. At $50,000 a month, you guys, you're living a dream life. And so this is just math. This is just pure math. I'm just showing you 100 BV at 6% and the power of 2. And everybody else is getting paid here. The only people that aren't getting paid is line 13. But the moment somebody shares it with 2 people, they start getting paid. And remember, they're getting the same percentage as I am, making $50,000 a month at the top here. All right, so let's show this on a little bit more relatable level. Let's take the Forever Pack, 100 BV and 6%, and we'll go at the power of 2 and just 4 levels deep. Now, instead of taking it further and further down, which gets harder and harder to conceive the concept of that until you've actually done it or you've seen somebody that you personally know do it, this is more to home, right? Just 4 generations away. I've shared it with 2 people, they've shared it with 2 people, and they've shared it with 2 people. So if we just add 1 increment, instead of going deeper, we shared it with 3 people and we're growing at the power of 3. Look at the difference here in numbers. And if we go at the power of 4, we have 30 total people at the power of 2 on 4 generations. We have 120 people at the power of 3 in 4 generations. And we have 340 people at the power of 4. We've only added 2 more people to the power of, of progressing this out, the power of 2, power of 3, power of 4. How many did Cindy enroll in 1 year? 25 people. We just got to become better teachers and help these people, all of them, so that we don't just have a few people who are benefiting from this. We want as many as we can. So that's why we put this website together all in one place, the foreverpack.com, foreverpack.com, right? So now let's show you what the money would be at 6% at each one of these. Remember, we're same 4 generations. We've just talked to a few more people, 2 to be exact, all math. So be $192 right here, which is more than paying for your products. That's $158 for that pack right there. At this one right here, this would free a lot of people. There would be a lot of divorces that stopped. There would be a lot of bankruptcies that was stopped with an extra $500 a month. That extra $500 a month is almost like a magic number there are so many difficulties and challenges and all of that tension and stress that would be relieved from people's lives with just an extra $500 a month. Statistics show that. And look, that's only at the power of 3-4 generations and the Forever Pack. And what if people are adding more products? What if they doubled their shakes? Then you're talking about that number going up. You're talking about this monthly number becoming a weekly number. And as it continues to progress, that becomes a weekly number, you guys. But right here, we're showing this, let's just say that's a monthly number. That's still gonna change. You know how much $500 extra a month changed me and my family's life? And let's go to this level here, the fourth level. $2,000 a month, the same 4 generations, only adding 2 people. And this is the only thing that we're becoming more effective at here is becoming better teachers, helping people to understand. This is a cookie cutter approach, you guys. We're keeping it simple. We're keeping it duplicatable. We're making it so that people can stay on these products for month to month because it's not breaking the bank. It's $158. You're really talking about, with the Isagenix and a shake a day, you know, our shakes are under $3 a meal. It's like $2.80 a meal. You add the Isagenix, you're right at about $5 a day for your meal, which is still less than the dollar menu at Burger King. $5 a day for the Isagenix. Again, who do you know that's aging? Who do you know that eats? There it is, $5 for the entire meal, for that entire benefit and to be paid for using it and gaining that freedom. Now, let's go one more. Don Fela says, look, go up to the power of 5. Show people the magic behind the power of 5. And I'm telling you, 100 BV to be set free. You got to remember the Forever Pack, $5 for a meal, and the only asset on the planet that's supporting telomeres and the way that we are and what that means, very profound. But let's go at the power of 5. That's 780 new people in your group just by going from 4 to 5 people. What's the income going to go to? It's $4,680 a month, you guys. That's almost double what I made before Isagenix as a mechanic, throwing newspapers and working on cars at home. My Freedom Day was well before $4,680. And it's incredible, you guys, the opportunity with the Forever Pack. It's a cookie cutter approach. It's so simple. And everybody, this is an essential pack. It's not just the Forever Pack. It's the essential pack. And people are already spending $5 a meal on a meal. And they're getting sicker and sicker and more in debt. We have a solution here. This is a movement. This is not just a product and a compensation plan. This is a movement. I hope that you feel this in your heart and the spirit of this movement. It is going to set people free. 100 BV, no more, no less. The Forever Pack, you guys. So this is how we live our lifestyle now. I showed you the picture before we got started, the 1,300 square foot home, that 1989 maroon Dodge Caravan. Now we drive the cars we want to drive. We go on the vacations we want to go on. We live in our dream home. We have quality time, and we're making an impact in the world. We're making a ripple effect that is literally, I call it bringing heaven to earth. We're helping people to feel better. We're giving them the freedom that they're looking for. We're giving them the tools and the power to do what God has put in their heart to do, not their employer. This gives you time freedom and financial freedom. What are you going to do with that? Because it's here for you. So to get started today, get back with the person that got you here. Here's the application, right? It's so simple. We fill out the application. We get that to the person. They set up our account. The products are shipped to us, and we just keep sharing. Like Dr. Gabriel Cousins said, this is a breakthrough. This Isagenix product is a breakthrough into a whole new era. That's coming from an MD for over 40 years who advocates raw food. He said, I've never experienced anything like this. I got him on the phone with John Anderson and Bill Andrews, and it was a 4-hour phone conversation that went till 1 o'clock in the morning with Dr. Gabriel Cousins. And then he wrote a newsletter and sent it out saying exactly this. In my 40 years of being an MD, I've never experienced anything like this. This is the breakthrough into a whole new a whole new era. Thank you for joining me, you guys. Let's get the word out there. Let's get people to foreverpack.com. Let's get them started on this journey. And I hope to see you at the next event.